Hi everyone, Alexa here from the blog, theduvallhomestead.com, and today I'm going to share with you my farmhouse kitchen office organization. I have a little nook in the kitchen that I call my office, even though it is not actually an office. I don't even sit at it, I just stand at it and work on my computer. It's where I do my blog work. It's also where I come up with a lot of my recipes. It's where I write things down. The reason why is because it's right in the kitchen. It's not even next to it, it's actually just in the kitchen. It's also a space though that gets really messy because the garage door is right there. So when people come in and out, they might drop their keys or the mail. It's just various paperwork or paper clips or thumbtacks, or if we're doing a project like our shiplap that we just did or our dining table, a lot of action happens here. So like nails will end up there, screws. So I really wanted to find a way to organize it so that there was no more floating random objects and it was more functional for my use on my computer. Before I get into that though, I want to thank the company who contributed to this video, Emerging Green. They are a family-owned business and currently 70% of their products are made of environmentally friendly materials and come from a sustainable source. They are trying to initiate non-plastic packaging. They have a broad range of products and they also have a 12-month warranty on their products. So you can go to their website and see that they have a lot of different types of recycled, environmentally friendly products. They also sell on Amazon. If you buy from their website though, you save about 3 to 5%. They have garden goods, natural products for your home, including furniture and dishcloths, some coasters made of cork, and some craft items like ballpoint pens that are made of plants, soap molds, and these notebooks. I was able to finally have a place to keep all of my recipes because oftentimes what I do is I will be in the kitchen cooking and I will run out of an ingredient or something, and then I'll need to kind of make up a new recipe on the spot. And I always write it down as I go because if it turns out well, then I will probably practice it one more time before sharing it to the blog. And usually I just pick up a scrap piece of paper, or I'll go into my husband's office and tear a printer paper in half, which is just really silly to do, and I could just have a notebook. I don't even type the recipe or use my phone. I really like the pen and paper old-fashioned way of doing things. And what's nice about these notebooks is that they have the spiral, they're spiral bound, they're totally recycled, and they are just plain and simple with lines. They don't have anything fancy on them, so you just can write whatever you want. There's unlimited opportunity to be creative with them and use them for however you need. Emerging Evergreen has offered to give my viewers a discount applicable to all products on Amazon. You can use the code DuvallHome10. I will leave a link below to these notebooks, or you can use that code for anything that they sell on Amazon to get 10% off your order. So when I started tackling this office, I really was driven by the idea of what am I naturally putting on this counter? What do we naturally put in the drawers? What needs to go here? I try to drive my organization based off of the need for something as opposed to how pretty can I make it, for example. I usually try to make it pretty at the end and first use it for functionality. The first thing that I have to have on my countertop is my laptop. That's the most important thing. I have tried putting my laptop somewhere else. I actually have another office upstairs that I have a different laptop in, but this is my blogging laptop and it's also my cooking laptop. It's the only place for it to go. It can't go anywhere else. It has to be in the kitchen with me. I love having my laptop in the kitchen. Oftentimes it'll be covered in flour, especially around Christmas time. We're baking and recipes are flying everywhere. The laptop has a recipe on it and then I've got my pad of paper with recipes on it. So it's just something I use a lot. So that has to be on there. The only other thing that has to stay on the counter is my notebook. Like I said, I write in that about once a day when I'm thinking about recipes or new ideas or just scheduling things out for the blog. I always have something kind of in my head that I'm trying to get on paper. So the first thing I did was I cleared off the counter space entirely because it was a mess. It had a lot of random things on it. Now I do put the Instant Pot on this counter occasionally when I use it, and sometimes it stays for a week at a time if we're using it every day, and that's fine with me. When I was going through and organizing my office, I noticed kind of a pattern. I had a lot of books, magazines, mail, and thank you cards, kind of postage related items, because whenever I'm gonna send something, whether it's a package or a card, I kind of do it over here. So it's like a little mail room. It's also where we get our mail and put our mail when it comes in because it's right next to the garage. I want to think about a way to organize that. So as these projects normally go, one thing led to another, and I wanted to now organize the cabinets below the counter so that I could find more space down there. I hope you all don't mind seeing the mess because after a few years, this is just really what it looked like. What do we do with these shelves that are like memorable, but yet... Where are they from?
I don't know. Like Overcoat maybe? Are they from Overcoat? They're too perfect to be from Overcoat.
They're perfect.
Just chuck it.
Yoga DVD set. We don't even have a DVD player anymore. As I was going through these cupboards, I realized there was a theme of craft items and then seasonal decor items that we don't use very often, such as for Easter or Valentine's Day, something like that, and books. So I wanted to get some baskets ultimately and keep them all organized in this cupboard. So one of my favorite ways to organize is with baskets. I think you all know that if you've seen my pantry organization video. I'm also planning a laundry room redo organization video soon. As soon as I can get to it. I've been putting that off for too long. But I need to get some more baskets actually because I've been using them for the pantry and different things. So one of the baskets I filled with books. I went through all my books, made sure that they were still relevant, and then put the ones I wanted to keep in this basket. The other thing I kept in here were craft items, and they were just loosely being stuffed in here. So like a hot glue gun, tape, markers, chalk, some dried flowers from last summer, and I actually plan to put those in a picture frame to do a dried floral picture arrangement. Some ribbon, and again some postage stuff. And so I just found a crate, a wooden crate, to put all of those in, and that just makes it so much easier that they're all in one place. The only other thing that I need to have in the cupboard is my spare notebooks. For when I run out of one, I'll have two more ready to go. And I even still have some space in here, so I just kind of threw this organizing kind of shelf, metal wire shelf that I had, because I'm not using it anywhere else right now and I'm not ready to part with it because it is really useful. So I just threw that in there, but I have so much space in there I could definitely fit something larger, but I don't have anything I need to at the moment. Below the cabinet I have two drawers, and one of them is used for animal supplies. So it's just cat stuff, cat records, and it really doesn't need organizing because we never use it. It's only kind of a storage. But the one over here was one I used all of the time, and it was full to the top. So basically what we have here are trash, tech items, coins and thumbtacks, and then a lot of pens and pencils. And this is the pile of stuff that I actually use and want to keep. I ended up organizing this drawer by using these antique baskets that I got from a thrift shop. I ultimately organized into a few categories: rubber bands and other kitchen tools like clamps and funnels I put in one basket. The other basket has all my old recipes that I would write on random pieces of paper. I didn't want to throw them out quite yet, so I just wanted to keep them there. And then I have a basket for string and twine. I use twine actually not for cooking. I use it for a lot of crafts and just general DIY around the house, hanging things up, garland, that kind of thing. And then lastly, on the top of the counter, I do have a catch-all basket. This is the last catch-all, meaning nothing should really go in here, but it's like the reality basket of I know that mail will come in here and keys and something that comes in from Amazon that we don't have a place for yet. And so I do have that basket, and it is on the counter right by the door, because that way when we come in, I know for me, like I'll go to the grocery store and I'll have a bunch of grocery bags and I'll have an Amazon package, and it's just a lot of stuff, and so it's nice to have a place to put something that I'm going to deal with later. Also doubles for my blogging business center, so I have my camera and my camera lens and some hard drives, so I have to keep that stuff somewhere. This is the best place because I use my camera most often right here. Hope you enjoyed coming with me today as I organize my kitchen office. I hope you found some inspiration to kind of just organize the spaces that you use most and enjoy them so that they are really functional in your own home. If you are brand new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Every week I post new videos on farm to table recipes and homemade natural living from our homestead here in Duvall. Thank you so much for stopping by the Duvall Homestead.